Alright guys, I apologize for my last video. I probably should have done more with this script. I'm not real good with Unity lighting, but I'm trying to figure it out. As you can see here, I've kind of changed it. This was a pretty simple equation. It doesn't really have anything to do with what we're going to do today though. I'll show you in case you did watch it. This is all you need. Just do 360 divided by how many seconds long you want the day to be in Unity in total, and it should work just fine. But anyway, in this video we're going to work on the AI. We'll just do some random things with it. So if you didn't notice, the AI just runs right into us if we're playing. We'll speed them up. I don't know if I set a speed. No. Speed set in the script. Maybe. We'll make a variable for that. So now we can adjust it from outside the script. Alright, cool. We'll set it to 1 for now. So he walks at the same pace as us, but we can sprint away. Or we'll do like 0.95. So we'll be slightly faster than him. And what we'll do, like I said, if we press play, at any distance he'll follow us. We're moving a lot faster than him. Anyway, we could be way over here at the edge. Oh, the lighting's fine. It's a 30-second day and night cycle, if you remember. But he's still following us. If we go over here to scene, you can clearly see he's after us. We want him to stop when he's... Oh my. Whoops. Well, that's freaky. We want him to stop when he's like maybe 2 units away from us. So if vector 3, or actually, I think it's vector 3 dot distance. Yeah. Transform dot position, and then we'll say player our game object dot find with tag player, since we have our tag set, dot transform dot position is greater than or less than let's say 20. So he won't follow us unless he's within, and we'll do 40, unless he's within 40 units. And we'll say or vector 3 dot distance is greater than, no, we have to do and, because we need both to run true. And vector 3 dot distance transform dot position game object dot find with tag player dot transform dot position. I think it takes transform dot position tags. I don't see why you'd need rotation or scale, so I don't see why you'd have to use scale. Is greater than, say, 3. Now we wrapped it in an if statement. Alright, cool. So now he should... We forgot a symbol. Did I close something here? So we open, 2 opens, 3 opens, 2 opens, 1 open, 0 opens. That's an issue. We need to get rid of that. Alright, I think that's it. Yep. So we can't exactly see the distance, but he's within 5, so he stops. Oh, let's get our scene view up right here. And let's focus on the AI, which is moving for some reason. Let's say we go this way. We get all the way across the map. I would say that'd be about 40 units. I think we're already far enough away. He's not moving anymore. Come closer. He's still facing us though. So we auto drag this down and add it in there as well. Now this is cool and all, but it's a pretty boring AI. We want him to do stuff on his own time. So how I like to handle this, I like to say public int action. So action will be 0 on start. Or no, actually we'll do random dot range 0. We'll say 10. So it shouldn't run. It should do 0 through 9. It will never actually do 10, if I remember right. We'll say if action is greater than or equal to 0 and action is less than 6, we do absolutely nothing. No, I can't speak. Nothing. Else if action is greater than or equal to 6 and less than 10. Our action is less than 10. Then we'll just you know what? We'll do 9. So there's a chance that we'll do 8. So it could be 6 or 7. And this would run true. And then we can say we can make him walk. This is our line of code to make him walk. Transform not position plus equals transform not transform direction vector 3 dot forward times walk speed times time dot delta time. And this should be in fixed update. And then we'll say else if action is greater than or equal to 8 and action is less than 10, transform dot rotation equals quaternion dot Euler 0. We only want to rotate on y, if you remember, because that's up and down. So random dot range 0 180. Or yeah, let's just do 360. Could be anywhere in there. And then 0. And that's not an if statement. I don't know why I did that. That's all we need to do. And then we'll say action equals random dot range 0 through 10. So he'll either rotate twice or he'll pick a different action. Doesn't really matter. But we're not done here, because if he picks one of these two actions, nothing ever happens. So we'll say public float action timer. And basically when this hits 0, if action timer, oh, I can't type, save my life, less than or equal to 0, action timer equals random dot range. We'll do 0.5f to 10f, 10.0f. So it could do any of these actions for 10 seconds, except this one. And let's put 0.0f, so it's a float value. 10.0f, 0.0f. I don't know if that's actually necessary, but we're doing it. Okay, so 0 degrees and 360 degrees is the same thing, so it could never be 360, it'd just be 0. I imagine this works. Oh, we need to set the action timers. It could be anywhere in here because it'll run from top to bottom of the script before it ever gets to this again. So well, now that I think about it, we've got an issue here. First of all, we need to say action timer equals 1 times time dot delta time fixed delta time I'll have to look into that. So we got our action timer. So we'll know if it's 0 before we ever pick an action. Action equals random dot range 0, 10. I did not mean to do this here. You don't want these to be float values. I mean, it can be, I guess, because we did like sort of a range type thing here. Anyway, how about this? If action timer is not equal, I've confused myself. Unbelievable. So this will change the action. Then we need to, actually, maybe we should just set action timer equals 0 here, 0.0f, and then it'll pick another one. I think that'd work just fine. Okay, so let's run down on this. We'll set our action timer, and if it hits 0, no, if it hits, we're subtracting 1 from the action timer a second. If it hits 0, we reset the action timer, and that's only if it's below or equal to 0, and we pick an action, and it completes that action until the action timer changes. So yeah, this should work just fine. Except this one sets action timer to 0, therefore this will run again at the beginning, and he may or may not rotate again, and this only happens if... Okay, we need to make one more variable. Public, let's make a boolean. We'll say busy. So busy by default is equal to false. So busy equals false. And we're only going to use this for one thing, right? So we'll make an and statement here. Busy equals true. If busy equals false. So we don't want him doing anything on his own unless he's not busy. If he is busy, the one thing he's going to be busy doing, we need 2 equal signs on these. Don't do what I'm doing. I'm an idiot. If he is not busy, he will follow his actions that are set here. Else if busy equals true, stop. Oh my gosh. Action equals 0, because where we see it's equal to 0, okay, right here, where it's equal to 0, we don't do anything. So, yep. And to set whether it's busy or not, we'll do one more if statement. If vector3 dot distance is less than or equal to, let's say 2. So we're right beside him. And I'm not going to waste my time making another if statement. We'll say and input dot get key e busy equals true with 1 equal sign. Else if see guys, I just keep getting dumber and dumber. Vector3 dot distance, it needs 2 things. It needs transform dot position, and it needs game object dot find with tag player dot transform dot position. Alright, that's the last time we should have to type that. If we get Ian down, get key down, and busy equals false. Alright, cool. Now we can copy this. And then just change this to true, right? So if it's true, we'll do something else. And the other thing we will do, this is not being stupid. This needs to go away. Alright, cool. Busy equals false. So he's only going to follow us if he is busy. If he's not busy, he will do his own thing. And this is how we're changing back and forth. Why isn't this highlighted blue? Why is this red? It's because I spelled it wrong. Don't spell it wrong, it won't work. Alright. 41, 43, 45. It's because open, 2 opens, 3 opens, 2 opens, 3 opens, 2 opens, 1 open. We need to zero it out. There we go. I need to do that here as well. Yep. Vector 3 dot distance. That's the wrong spot to do it. We need to do it here. And take the 1 off the end. If I wasn't tired, I wouldn't confuse myself so much, I'm assuming. Vector 3 and point OF. I've seen this fix it before, so we just make it a float value. Will it work? No. And here is me being a genius again. This needs to be outside. You should probably still do a float value, but this needs to be outside the parentheses. Alright, cool. Now it should work. It has to be before the AND statement, and it has to be outside the other thing. That's not important. Alright, so by default, it's false. So look, he's already doing his own thing. Hopefully he does not. He fell. So we need to put some constraints here. X and Z. And Y. We're not using, actually on all of these we can do that. We're not adding force in any direction other than Y because we're using gravity and jump script maybe if we give him the ability to jump. Alright, so let me lock this in the editor so we can watch it. Right here, lock button. That should be fine. So you can see at the bottom he is not busy. We walk up to him. His action timer is counting down. Hit 0, it's set to 5. We said when it's 5, don't do anything. 4. You see the time is random. 2, 5, 1, 6. So now he's walking because I set it to 6. Now let's just change it. Let's try to get like 8. 7. He's still walking. 2, 7. 8 or 9. Come on. There we go. We got it one of those times. And there too. So you saw he rotated. The way he's looking is not straight. If we go up to him and press E, it says he's busy. His action timer stopped. And his action was set to 0. And we walk away. He starts following us. We should probably increase the speed. Anyway, we go back up to him. Don't follow us anymore. I wasn't close enough. Wait, what? This worked a second ago. There you go, he's not busy anymore. We walk away. Everything's completely fine. It'd be kind of cool to make him chase this ball. We could do that as well. Just be another time to set him to busy. Anyway, that's good enough for now. Made him follow us. And mind his own business when he should. So basically you could make it, like if you wanted to do it with your character, you could say, hey, I want you to follow me for whatever reason. It'd be a mission or something, and he'd follow you. We're not going to set up a nav mesh or anything because I don't know how to do that. So, I don't know. Kind of easy to do. You guys can have fun with it. That was pretty lengthy, I'm assuming. 25 minutes for that. Hopefully it was helpful to you. See you in the next video.